Hello, this is Frank Orlando. It is 3 o'clock in the morning, June 26th on a Thursday. So I want to talk about, I probably ain't going to be long and I'm going to run out of money and resources. And that was sort of predicted. And I want to talk about things that were kind of spoken around me. Maybe I was delusional or whatever, but I think it's coming true. As I've been fighting for really since October, November, somewhere I got laid off. I left food wholesaler and believing that I could find another job. I'm fit. I feel good. I have been called a little nutty, but I just did a brake job on my car and I managed to figure it out just like I did when I was 25 years old on my old Nissan pickup truck. The Ranger was a little different, but I know I did it right. But unfortunately, the engine isn't right. But that's beside the point. But I want to talk about the name St. Petersburg and how it's affiliated with Russia. I had a little dream or something that we were supposed to change the name on that, but I don't care because another month or two I won't be here. It's a possibility. We had Russian spies with African Americans with the Uhuru movement. Maybe there's some kind of connection. I don't know. I'm just speaking things out. Well, right outside of Dollar General were two men that basically, about 2 years ago, they basically insinuated that I was going to die and it was going to look natural. So, if you ever watched the movie The Mechanic, where certain things they set conditions up for people to fail. Charles Bronson did a movie in 1972. So basically, this isn't an accident, but he'll just go naturally. So two of these blonde-haired men, one had bushy blonde hair. He was a little guy with blue eyes. I felt like I'd seen him somewhere, maybe at a whatever. He spoke perfectly good English. He didn't seem like a foreigner at all. And a big, stocky guy with lighter brown hair or something. I don't know. So they insinuated, don't worry about this guy. He's just going to go out naturally. You ain't going to have to put a lot into this. He's just going to go out naturally. So I've been pushing really hard to find work. And I'm finding it really hard onboarding things and different things. I try to log on and I can't even get on, or they just play games. So I never even get the job interview. I sat right next to a woman right when I was starting to look for work, and I watched her cry. I mean, really cry. And why did I do this protest right outside of Career Source? It's not that they don't provide computers. They used to really do a great job of getting me a job, and they've helped me. And I hate saying anything bad or protesting. It's just that I'm really about to run out of money, and that's really the end of the world. And I really eat a lot of food, and I have a high metabolism, and it's going to suck once I can't have any money to buy anything. That's the end of my life. Getting arrested. There was a group of individuals that were trying to get certain people arrested, and getting arrested might actually save your life. That's how bad things are going to get for some people, apparently in Tampa Bay. Is getting arrested is the only way you might live, because you're just going to disappear right off the face of the earth. Another thing was suggested was that my family was going to completely turn away from me and not be there for me. A lot of my family members on Facebook don't reply back to me. They don't exist. If you go on MySpace, a lot of pictures were destroyed. A lot of us never bothered to even get phone numbers because we could contact people through social media. Well, a lot of people have dropped off of social media on Facebook. Well, we don't know who's missing anymore. How many of our family members are gone already? So I'm just telling you, I'm not there to support Russian. I'm an American. I'm all American. I'm terrified that they have found a way to defeat us not with bombs, but by our own system. By the fact that I will go and I won't be able to get hired online. I will not be able to get hired. I will not be able to buy food, and I will just die right out on the street. And I'll die right on the street homeless because I can't even get real medical care. I got free insurance supposedly through the government, but it only my primary provider is my primary doctor is an emergency room. Isn't that funny, right? Nothing's cheap at an emergency room. So how can I go there for a primary doctor? That's what Oscar Healthcare. I went to try to see some doctors 4 or 5 years ago. They would just kept postponing the dates 2 or 3 months before you could even see a doctor. It didn't used to be that way for Obama Healthcare. So Obama Healthcare has not done anything for me. I gave up on it, or I got sold my health insurance. Some weird things happen where I don't have health insurance, but I'm still healthy enough to work despite it. For at least now, there's nothing visible that you can see wrong with me. I'm just able to move just like I was 5 years ago, but I can't get a frickin' job. And not because of my health, but because I can't get hired on. I'm telling you that in the next month or two, you don't see me. I'm not talking on this Facebook pissing you off or on YouTube. It's because I'm gone and I'm dead. I won't have internet. I won't have a phone service. So I'm doing all these videos and I'm telling my story. Lori Smith is a girl that in high school was Farrah Fawcett. She was a Golden girl. She was dating Frank Nelson. And Frank Nelson, I never got to touch her. I swear, so please don't hate me. She was a gorgeous, beautiful lady that came through my You Save Market. And I saw this gorgeous little lady that I went to school with. And I one day started talking to her and I helped her push the shopping cart around. And she just smiled. She wasn't rude to me. And then I never saw her again. I just wanted to meet her. And I didn't know about Frank Nelson until later. Sorry, Frank. Anyhow, there's no pictures of her online at all. She doesn't exist. The comments in her memorial page that I posted, along with Evan Feldman, they've been deleted. There is no comments. There's no picture on her memorial page of her life. The most beautiful little lady that went to my high school. Heck, who knows? Maybe they'll tear my high school down like they tear everything else here in Tampa. So there isn't no Plant High alumni or something. I'm terrified, but I won't be able to be here to defend it, will I? Because we don't have a system to protect me. I've done everything I can to get a job. I've been insulted, humiliated, and been threatened to be arrested over the last 8 months while I've been trying to find a job. I try to ignore it, but the best thing that might save my life is if I get arrested. Because being on the street will frickin' kill me. Right? It'll fucking kill me. Sorry for the cuss word. I'm scared out of my mind. I will lose everything I own. But that's not the worst thing you can lose. Losing your life is the worst thing in the world. So, I don't know. This could be more than just me. This could be where we have an entire new group of people that move into the Bay Area in place of the whole town. We just silently let them run out of resources and they die right out in the street. They just vanish. And we just move a whole new group of people into the Bay Area. This is all silently done through just tactics where you can't eat, you can't provide, and you're gone. So I'm telling you, I'm giving you a warning. I've heard things, comments spoken around me, and I'm scared. And the real reality is I'm about 3 weeks away, and my sisters, I love them. I want to tell you, I hope you're there for me. But I was told that you wouldn't. The only way I can save my life is share my honest feelings. Because really they wanted me just to lay down and die quietly. Well, who does that? Who would ever just lay down and quietly die? I want to live. Can you see how hard I'm fighting to live? Like a madman, right? A crazy man. So I'm really sincerely am scared. I want to work, but I don't think I'm running out of hope. I mean, it's terrifying. Honestly, I had a dream, like I said, that there is a large group of people that are going to disappear. We're not going to go out in a bomb, maybe. It is, why would you want that to happen? You want to take over a country, and you want to take over the resources, and you want to save everything but the people, right? Why would you want to blow it up and have to rebuild to bring in some people? Why not just find a system where they just quietly disappear off the face of the earth? That's pure frickin' genius, isn't it? Right? We don't use a nuclear bomb where you can't ever inhabit that land. We want that land. We want those natural resources. Why don't we find a system where it defeats itself? Those people defeat themselves by their own system. Right? Their own system. We're at war, but we can't even see our enemy. Our enemy is our own system. We succumb to the fact we can't buy food. There's food out there to buy, but you don't have no fucking money to buy it, and nobody that cares. That's it.